The main thing I've learned is that the church is not dead. And that it's very alive and that it's on fire.
It's been such an incredible time, and this trip has honestly changed my life.
Your grace will be enough when my eyes can't see what you have prepared for me. Your grace will be enough, and strength is rising as I wait patiently. Your words, they comfort me. Strength is rising. Lift up your heads, you weary souls. Our God is not done yet. Our King will come with the morning light, bringing joy to the darkest of night.
I think I've learned that there's still so many young people that are on fire for our church and for Jesus, and I think my eyes have been open to perseverance, to really persevere in our faith, and that'll get us through. We just need to focus on Jesus in whatever we do.
I've learnt to roll with the punches. I think the pilgrimage has been amazing, but I'm definitely an organised person, and so I think not having high expectations that everything's going to go so smoothly. So I'm really grateful I've learnt that.
Something that's changed within me, I guess, is the passion that I have for what I do. I said to a few other people earlier this week that sometimes we just let life happen to us, but I really want to be more passionate about our calling and our ministry, especially with young people in our diocese.
At the end of your wanderings, lift your hands and bless the Lord. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, His strength will still come. At the end of your wanderings, you'll see the grace that He giveth and giveth and giveth again.
So one of the personal highlights for me on this pilgrimage experience would have to have been going to St. John of the Cross's Cathedral. From the moment that I went in there, I just felt some form of spiritual enlightenment up until the point that we left. It was just an amazing time.
Your word will be enough when I cannot hear, when I start to fear. Your word will be enough. Your voice will lead me in when I can't escape, to the quiet place. Your voice will lead me in. Lift up your heads, you weary souls. Our God is not done yet. Our King will come with the morning light, bringing joy to the darkest of night. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, for the journey is long. At the end of your wanderings, lift your hands and bless has our God yet to bring? Every step I will choose to believe that your promise is unraveling. Set your face to Zion and see. Great things has our God yet to bring. Every step I will choose to believe that your promise is unraveling.
I think one thing that I've learned this trip is to remember to look for the joy in life. Look for little things and remember all the blessings that God brings into our everyday lives.
I think something that's changed within myself is to be more courageous with my faith and not be afraid of sharing it and standing up for what we believe in and being unapologetic about it as well.
I saw a lot of people that just put their faith before anything else here, and I guess that's something that I've started to do.
I've learned a lot about myself. I think when you put a group together for 3 weeks, it gives you the opportunity to sort of learn a bit more about who you are, a bit more about your flaws. I've learned a bit more about that, and I've learned how I want to better myself as a man, as a person, and especially within my faith and just within my relationships.
We sort of, as young people these days, I think, seek noise and seek distraction, and there's so much going on all the time. And I think I've really found the beauty in silence. I want to sit in adoration without music and sit and enjoy something, because when we had adoration with the Pope and there was that moment of pure silence with, you know, 1 million people and you could hear a pin drop, like that was the most beautiful experience. And it wasn't when any music was played, it was just when we were sitting there in front of the Lord. And I think I've learned that that I need to slow down.
This was an absolutely incredible experience. It was a chance to realize that God's plan is greater, and that all of his creations, whether they're big or small, are uniquely made. What I've taken away from this is, if we trust in God, trust in his plan, what we think is a problem becomes just like a stepping stone to the fullness of life. It's also been one of those experiences where the lessons that you've learned, you don't realize until, after the experience. And I can speak confidently on behalf of everyone that there are so many lessons that we've learned over these last 3 weeks.
Something I've learned is that even though there might not be young people on the pews in our church, in our parish, there are young people in our church, and they are filled with such joy.
Probably the main thing I've learned from this is that prayer doesn't have to take place within the four walls of a church. Some of my favourite times have been the catechesis outside or the prayers on the buses, so I think that's something I'll take with me.
The other thing I've learned is it's just been so incredible to see the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of young people in this world who have a relationship with God and care about God and are proud to be Catholic. I think that has been the biggest lesson and the biggest blessing of this trip for me, is that I'm not alone.
Something that I've learned is just to be patient with what I'm working towards, not to rush into things.
Patience within others, patience within myself, patience within God, just having that trust.
It helps me appreciate more my vocation, especially as a Carmelite missionary, going back to my roots, and it also deepened my relationship with God.
I'm 100% more confident in myself. I feel like no matter what thing got thrown at me, that I was able to be more who I needed to be.
I have a better and clearer idea now about what faith, what I want it to look like in my family and in my home.
You know, I've learnt the importance of personal prayer. You know, the key takeaway is why it's so important, and how spiritually aware you can be as soon as you implement something like personal prayer.
So I think what's changed within me is that I'm going to go back to my community with confidence in my faith, with strength, and proclaim the gospel to the people around.
One of the big things I'm taking away is just how to genuinely just waste time with God, and just how to dive deeper in my faith and make it such a more genuine connection than ever before.
A highlight for me has been watching the pilgrims of the Lismore Diocese face their challenges, become more resilient and grow throughout the pilgrimage.
So I want to go out there after this experience and show my passion for what we do, and show how different denominations within the church can unite together and bring the message of God to everyone.
Defense, my righteousness, oh God, how I need you.
I don't wanna just worship you on a Sunday. I don't care what they think. I wanna be